Newly obtained audio shows former President Donald Trump told Minnesota Governor Tim Walz in 2020 that he fully agreed with how Walz handled the rioting that erupted in Minneapolis following the murder of George Floyd. Trump and running mate J.D. Vance have been criticizing Walz over his response to the violence.
Tim Walz is a person, again, who promoted rioters burning down the biggest city in his state.
But during a phone call with Walz and other officials shortly after the protests, Trump commended Walz's response.
I know Governor Walz is on the phone, and we spoke, and I fully agree with the way he handled it the last couple of days. I asked him to do that. But, Tim, it showed the incredible difference between your great state yesterday and the day before compared to the first few days.
Donald Trump has been claiming that he's the one that sent in the National Guard, but it was actually Walz who gave the order.
At that point in time, I did something unprecedented. I mobilized the entire Minnesota National Guard, and that's what the president was alluding to with the size of the force was capable.
Even so, Walz came under criticism for not moving fast enough. The call has taken on new significance now that Walz has been tapped as Vice President Kamala Harris's running mate.
Look at this. They just keep coming.
Go! Go inside! Get inside! Get inside! Get inside! Get in your house now! Let's go! Light him up! Go inside now! Get in the house!
Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. Get in. Oh, God, that hurt. You good? Are you okay?
Law enforcement has such a profound and direct impact on the most vulnerable among us, and has as its responsibility and job to not only give those often voiceless people a voice in a system, not only give them safety, but also give them dignity. So I decided I was going to start prosecuting parents for truancy. Well, this was a little controversial in San Francisco. And frankly, my staff went bananas. They were very concerned because we didn't know at the time whether I was going to have an opponent in my re-election race. But I said, look, I'm done. This is a serious issue, and I've got a little political capital, and I'm going to spend some of it. And this is what we did. We recognized that in that initiative, as a prosecutor and law enforcement, I have a huge stick. The school district has got a carrot. Let's work in tandem around our collective objective and goal, which is to get those kids in school. So, to that end, on my letterhead, now let me tell you something about my letterhead. When you're the DA of a major city in this country, usually the job comes with a badge. And there is often an artistic rendering of said badge on your stationery. So I sent a letter out on my letterhead to every parent in the school district, outlining the connection that was statistically proven between elementary school truancy, high school dropouts, who will become a victim of crime, and who will become a perpetrator of crime. We sent it out to everyone. A friend of mine actually called me and he said, Kamala, my wife got the letter. She freaked out. She brought all the kids into the living room, held up the letter, said, if you don't go to school, Kamala's going to put you and me in jail. Yes, we achieved intended effect. But also give them dignity. And through that initiative, we found cases like the case of the woman who was by herself, raising her 3 children, holding down 2 jobs, and homeless. She just needed some help. I have a huge stick. I've got a little political capital, and I'm going to spend some of it. I've got a little political capital, and I'm going to spend some of it. I've got a little political capital, and I'm going to spend some of it. I'm here because we believe in democracy. Everyone's voice matters, but I am speaking now. I am speaking now. So Project 2025. Look, if he is elected, Donald Trump intends to give tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking.
People who are fleeing murder capitals of the world. There are children who are fleeing murder capitals of the world, who have fled, most of them, murder capitals of the world. A mother who pays a coyote. Imagine a mother who makes a decision to pay a coyote to transport her child through their country of origin, through the entire country of Mexico, of traveling through the entire country of Mexico. It was safer for them to take that trek through Mexico. Facing unknown peril, facing unknown peril, facing unknown peril in what they know could be a perilous journey. We have always presented ourselves as being a nation of strength with strong arms, the strong arms of America. Part of the strength of our nation is supposed to be that we have strong arms. That when people are fleeing harm, we will embrace them. Which will embrace and protect anyone fleeing or facing harm. Should be here to receive anyone who is fleeing harm.
I want to be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border. Do not come. Do not come.
But what does Donald Trump do? But what does this president do? He virtually looks at those children and says, go back to where you came from. Not to flick them away and say, go back to where you came from. And that's the kind of policy we've had from this administration. He says, go back to where you came from. That is not reflective of our America and our values, and it's got to end.
And I believe if you come to our border, you will be turned back.
If you had to be stuck in an elevator with either President Trump, Mike Pence, or Jeff Sessions, who would it be?
Does one of us have to come out alive?
Go inside now! Get in the house!